Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm Cypher Casual, and this is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So we don't pick up. There we go. Apologies for the delay. If you're watching on Twitch, normally I start around 10 o'clock, but unfortunately I've had my camera started acting up, and then my mic started working issues. If you've been following me for the past, well, few days, I've been struggling with, equipment. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll probably notice that the previous episode was only an hour long. That is because, unfortunately, I was barely able to salvage much, and my cams and mic started acting up, and, just a lot of unfortunate computer glitches and stuff. Because, unfortunately, I have a sibling that I share a computer with, so I let use. So it's unfortunate. So unfortunately, I had to close out a bunch of stuff and run a few things. But enough about me. Let's go ahead and just get into it, because that's what y'all are in for, is the gameplay, not my complaining. So in the last episode, we learned the Earth God's lyric and everything. So we need to find the instrument that matches the sage. Let's just where to go for that. Let's go to Dragon Roast Island. It's kind of obvious considering, or maybe not for the first one, because I don't think you really see this person playing their instrument unless you, actively search for them. So at least I don't think. And you notice you can hear, someone playing music, so just here. Just go. Here. So as if we were heading towards Dragon Roast Cavern, which we're not, obviously, we're gonna go out here. She should be over here. And now that we have the grappling hook, I guess you could also use the Deku Leaf, but, just do this so you're not wasting magic. And you'll find Medley playing her harp. First we'll take here. Put that up here. Nope. Nothing at all. Let's just walk up to Medley over here. Wasn't that nice? That's kind of weird, because she's just like, this must be how a mom feels. Be like, aren't y'all the same age? Alright, so yeah, I guess just play this. So she'll be like, oh my god, you got it. You got a baton. Or whatever the conductors do. So just play the song you recently learned, which goes this. Right, left. Yeah, just like that. And cue cutscene. If you play any other song, you know, it'll be like, no, I'm not feeling it. What a mysterious song that sounds so familiar. It's almost as if something I've forgotten is trying to be remembered. Oh, I feel... Oh, the song made me pass out. Look, it's that Zora from the previous episode. You have a harp just like mine. That makes you really important to the plot all of a sudden. Just know Sage spoke to me. She spoke so gently. There's something that I must do. Be like, wait, what? Thanks to you, I've been awakened to the knowledge that I am a Sage of the Earth Temple. There's actually something that I can do to help this world. It's incredible. Can't do anything while laying down here. How would your teacher know? That just seems kind of weird, you know. Oh yeah, not only are you attendant to the prince here, but you're also, you know, you just happen to be a sage. Just... Let's go now quickly and quietly. Simple attendant. Just like that, where... Oh! It's a peanut. There. Alright, so now that we got, I guess, Medley to join our party, go ahead and head back over to the Midstone Island. And since we can't warp there, we have to go to Outside Island, so... I guess we could go to Southern Fairy Island, but we're going to head to Outside Island. So... Okay, now let's go... Oh, wrong way. Yep. Basically back to the place where we were before. Is that a submarine? nice. Alright, before we head to Headstone Island, let's make a quick pit stop over to this submarine over here. Besides, I need the rupees anyway. Or whatever's in here. It's probably a treasure chart or something like that. If you watched the previous episode from last week, I think I did one of the submarines, or two of them, I think. I got the platform chart. Oh crap, it's the rats. And I got bombs. These are, I guess, bomb rats? Not really much to say on this other than they're rats and they're enemies. Oh, those are the same, watch your step. They're not as hard as they look, actually. The key is that you know enemy, just watch your step. These guys for some reason really don't. Where's my bell? So. Or just wait till they throw, because they have to stop to throw, I think, so. Here we go. I think that's all of them. Yep, someone's a treasure chest. And with that, our way out is opened. We got a bomb of it. Kind of curious to see, you know, if they, Oh, I just wasted some. Usually in most places, the, if you ever see, like, rats, if you put, like, the all-purpose bait, you know, it's whatever, but... Which means I just wasted some bait. Alright, the chest. It's probably a treasure chart or something like that. Get that or piece of art. It's one or the other. Yep, it is a treasure chart. It kind of said they numbered the treasure charts as you got them. So you start getting a crap ton of them because you're like, wait, which one was this one from again? We'll cover that probably in a later episode regarding the treasure charts and stuff. So. Alright. Back to Headstone Island. The fish, the seagulls were like floating. I don't want to say the fish, I meant the seagulls. The temple head is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the sage. It is a dark and frightening place. That's why if you do nothing else, then at least do this. Press R to call you, be silent, follow this finger. You press A, allow him to lift you, and if need be, fly and carry you to the air. When you get stuck and cannot continue in the temple, use the Wind Waker to conduct the song line in the Tower of the Gods. Okie dokie. Basically, what you did to enter Dragonor's Cavern is now a dungeon mechanic. So, yeah. So, back in here again, to where that big tablet was. Oh! Yeah, so... The nice thing is, just like the little statues in the Tower of the Gods, Medley basically functions the same way, so... It's nice that you can basically fly, just arrow meter like this. So just tap A to fly, and then drop like this, and yeah. Alright, now that quick tutorial is over, just like before, play the song again. This time we know it, so. And this one. Oh! Okay. Revealing a tunnel of sorts. Alright, now we're officially in the Earth Temple. For real this time. Actually, the entrance is in that hole. Alright, 5th dungeon of the game. It's, actually one of the harder dungeons. And of course, the entrance, just like any of the caves in the game, is 3. Or whatever. So, unlike the, first dungeon, or not first dungeon, let's get the stuff. So, the Earth and Wind Temples are not like the previous dungeons. They're both require partners. Which basically means, you know, that's gonna be a mechanic that sounds useful at first, but trust me, it gets annoying. Especially in the Wind Temple. Now, I'm guessing you can do these in any order. Oh, yeah, you can use her to go across platforms. And this is the main room. Nice thing is there's moblins spawning here, so let's go right into these guys. Where's the other one? Alright. So, the door over there is locked, so he can't go that way yet.
Come
on! Unfortunately, she can't fight, so just kill the enemies. Alright. Okay, so first we need to probably get on over here since Alright. Okay, so we have to hit both switches to get that door to open, so the command melody. Now, as medley, we need to fly over here. So just tap A. Watch out for the meter, though, because... And then, just like that. Oh! I should have gotten her to come back. So, let's play the command melody to do that real quick. What's the next room? Oh! Shoot. those are dark choo-choos, which... So dark choo-choos are plasma choo-choos that they are, without a doubt, the most... Let's see, lame, but... Oh, crap. Okay, so they're similar to the regular guys, except they're weak to light. So when that happens, just throw them against the wall, and well, somehow that kills them. And do it quickly because eventually. I think let's hit that, might have missed that one. There we go. Alright, let's go back and grab Medley. Where'd she go? Alright, there she is. You think she would follow you or whatever, or something like that, but no. You have to carry her to enter the next room. Alright. Oh, that's interesting about Melody, so... or Medley. Her, hold on, take control of her. So her harp has the ability to reflect light. If you recall in an earlier stream of mine, I did the Angular Islands, so you can aim like this, and so you try to aim towards this chest. It's fully manifest. And you can also do the same to, the statues right here. You just kind of aim like this, statues will break. That's nice, it doesn't go away. Alright, let's, this. Guess either small key or... That's a dungeon map. Oh no, the small keys are never in, like, fancy little chests, so that's nice. Alright, pick her up like this, and proceed to the next room. This is basically one of the main rooms in the dungeon. Oh! Well, unfortunately, we can't really seem to do anything, so let's go to... Hold on. Oh, I didn't go check that other area yet. I didn't go check the one, but what about over here? I guess there's something here. Okay. Okay, Alright, so that fog over there can be used to... Not that, it's... So the fog in this dungeon... Well... It's kind of poisonous. By that I mean it's... You want to quickly just line yourself just right. Alright, you want to try to climb down here. Try not to get affected by the fog. Smack. Oh. And Base of the Fog will prevent you from using any of your items or anything, so kind of is a pain. I don't think there's anything over here, but yep, nope.
Come on!
And of course, you know, we're not in a position where we can. You can like shine your light on one of them, but the puzzle suggests you need to shine your light on both in order to proceed. So let's just go into this opening right here. Oh, this looks like. Oh, it's the guys from the. Fireballs from like you saw from Tower of the Gods. But they're pretty much easy to beat if you have the arrows. Occasionally in this dungeon you'll find like little like crypts or something like that, which may contain certain enemies. Alright, this is another one where we have to hit switches, I guess, so... And we'll just say, yep, I figured as much. Let's see what's up here first before we continue. Here we go. Let's go ahead and switch to medley again. It was annoying they have to like constantly use the Wind Waker of this dungeon, but whatever. Let's go ahead and hit that chest. Link, which means I'm probably gonna have to use the Wind Waker again, but whatever. Yep, it's a small key. Before we proceed... Oh, shoot! Floor Master. This guy. Yeah, these guys... here and this. Oh, there's another one. So Floor Masters, as their name suggests, are hands in the air. Now, if they hit you, they can either teleport you back to either like the entrance of the dungeon or room. But in the Earth and Wind temples, they can also target your partners. So that can be kind of a pain. And if they capture your partner, they can trap them in like a special area to like imprison them in. And for this dungeon, it's not... Okay, I think we're going to have to leave her here. Let's go back. Do not think we have the way to doing so. That was one of those puzzles where it's like you have to check to see if you can break the wall with the bomb. And it is not. And medley up and disappeared, so which means we'll have to come back to that room. I'll take a wild guess and assume there's a treasure in there. So... But yeah, if Floor Master catches your medley, she'll be warped to that cage or whatever. The nice thing for this dungeon is if that happens, just return to this room and use the command melody and she can just fly right out. Of course, it's for this dungeon, so something to look forward to when we enter the Wind Temple. Uh-oh. These guys. Yep, no matter what you do. But this is where our new arrows come in, so just hit the arrows and the urgents. Health. just lure these guys over here. Since dark choo-choos are, for some reason, weak to light. So, just come in. These guys will like, be dumb enough to, like... But what we can do is... drop them here. As long as they're trapped in light, they're not going anywhere. So. Just to be safe, let's go here. They won't stay statues forever. Just no. Oh, let's stay over here. Which activates them. The nice thing is, if you have to climb down here, you no longer have to worry about like placing the choo-choos over there. So that's nice. Anyway, let's proceed further. Alright, let's quickly deal with the Floor Master, because this seems to be go ahead and blocks here, which opens a... So you see them are really light. And as long as that statue's there, we can't really move it. So let's... Oh. We're gonna have to switch to Medley again. Which for some reason someone's a treasure chest. But it's whatever. Now the question is, how do we get up there? I wonder. Maybe you can break the walls. Yeah, it looks like you can. So just... No. That one too. Warp jar, so I'd say we're halfway through the dungeon, though I wouldn't know for sure. Because usually the half point is when you fight the mini boss. Alright. Just pick her up. Alright, what's that thrower? It's just... cavern. Her up, and there we go. Just take a wild guess and say this is the compass. Oh.
Hey!
Don't worry about straying away from the depths of the temple. Just relax and open your dungeon map as long as you have the compass. Alright, so I guess that comes in handy in case, you know, you get separated from her. That should be a little concerning that they just put a bunch of fairies there, but whatever. But yeah, I'm guessing that purple dot represents your partner. Alright, so, I haven't got a chance to look at the map, so it's a 3-story dungeon. The boss is on the first, on the basement, so let's go ahead and go into here. Keep it right here. Let's take out the enemies here. There's some enemies in here. Oh, shoot! I think I set him on fire with his own attacks. Alright. Skull necklaces. Alright. So, those are Poes. They basically walk around patrolling the place, and they see you, they'll like be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Alright. Alright. I could probably, you know, get her to go up there, but it's probably faster if I just... Alright. Get up there. The interesting thing is, she can kill these guys, so just shine light on these guys. Like so. Now that's all it takes. With that, we can proceed. Control her again. And let's go ahead and take out the statues. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Link. And let's grab that chest, which is probably a small key. Oh no, it's a joy pendant. So, despite the fact that we got the cabana in an earlier episode, which was probably, you guys probably didn't see that because unfortunately, you know, equipment, that's what I'm thinking of. My equipment was acting weird, so unfortunately I wasn't able to show it, but when you get, oh, it resets your count. So, when you get 20 joy pendants and give them to the teacher on Windfall Island, she'll give you the cabana deed. Which is important, because so then if you go to one of the islands in the game, basically it'll allow you to, You need to use it to enter the building, because if you try to go there beforehand, it will not let you in. And you need to go in there and progress, because there's a key item in there. Alright. Let's leave her here and introduce you to some of the newer enemies in this game. These are re-deads. Let's go ahead and just throw at these guys. You'll understand why. Because these guys will freak out and basically be like, whoa! Just smack the crap out of these dudes. Oddly enough, they just kind of sit there for a bit before they, you know, die. The nice thing is they usually have a nice, you know, drop for, like, money. Just approach one of these crypts like this. Yep. They're weak to bombs, so that helps. Because approaching these guys will cause them to scream and get the jump on you. Alright. Let's just... Jump attack helps really well with this. You just kind of, you know... If you're jumping, it doesn't matter if they scream at you. You can't freeze in the air, so... And that suggests that we got all of them, because... And here is just... Oh, the small key. Nice. Alright, that's pretty much everything in this room, so let's go ahead and leave. The whole point of that room is just to introduce us to re-deads. A lot of people find them creepy and hard to beat, but again, they're really not that hard, and judging from this room, this is going to be the mini-boss room. Oh! Skeleton. I don't know what this is. That is a Stalfos. He ain't dead yet, he's hit that head. Oh. He's dead. Nope. Just kidding, he's got a friend. Correction. He's got two friends. Let's quickly grab him. I'm kinda curious. Nice thing is the weakness to Stalfos is bombs, so just to keep them... I think the Stalfos are so slow. So just kind of, you know, do that. We take out the heads. And then let's just jump right here. These morons will swing despite the fact that, you know. That's what happens if you wait too long, because they will basically regenerate. That's bull crap. super dead. I don't know, I mean... Most enemies, you know, we just kill them, but I guess we just inconvene them more. Whatever. Alright, now that they're dead, just grab the chest, which contains the dungeon's item. Alright. Here we got the mirror shield. Shiny surface reflects beams of light, blah blah blah. Oh, would you look at that? It automatically equips it for us. I don't even know what happens to the Hylian shield. I'm sorry, the hero shield. This is an heirloom for your family. Oh cool, an even better shield. So, this thing basically can reflect light, so... At least with this, we can clear the angular aisles for real later, so... Just shine down something like, well, like that symbol right up here. Like that. And nothing else to do in here, so let's get on out of here. And just like that, all the enemies respawn, so... The nice thing is before... Light is... Because now we don't have to focus on keeping Medley safe, so... Use the shield like normal, and just aim at the foes. Alright. Let's grab Medley. Oh!
Come on!
No, you're fine. Alright, so... Get her to stay right here. I guess just, you know... Okay, not throw her, but... Alright, so let's get her to go to the middle of the room. Alright, just stand right there. Now you want to do is use the shield and cast down Medley. Try it. Oh, you know what? I think she needs... Oh, duh, there's a symbol on the ground. And steps over there. Further, but... I figured that was important. Alright, there we go. Now we need to go ahead and... You know what? I think I have it backwards. It's flat here. Alright. And if you were casting a shield over there. decided to use the command melody again. It's a tedious process. You'd think it should be a simple flick of a button, but no, it's... Alright, and then use the light from that to cast over the wall down there. Alright, let's grab the girl.
Come on!
Alright. So we're going this way. Alright. Wait. This is like a nice little shortcut back to the entrance. So, whoop-de-doo. Now that we have the mirror shield, we can... Or should we use the command melody again? Alright. So you just aim it like this. So obviously nothing happens if you only use one of them, which is why you need the mirror shield for this. So while she's aiming at that one, use the shield and get the other one. And boom. That, you can proceed. This explains why you often get bomb or arrow drops, considering you come across some of like the enemies that require them, like Stalfos and Redeads. Alright, with that done, let's go into the next room. We're on the basement floor. Of course, we don't have the boss key yet, so... Oh! New enemies. These are cursed bubbles. They can, well, they're like the ones we saw earlier there that hit fire, except, well, these guys are cursed. I think they're also known as blue bubbles, so let's wait for them to... Huh. Let's just go ahead and kind of quickly run past these. just like how we did when we first entered this place, we can use this to break the big stone tablets. Huh. Neat. Let's just her up and next room. Oh, shoot! The nice thing is I think Redeads can easily be killed here, so... These guys really do not like lights, at least. There we go. Let's clear those two. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to... Yep. So this room is basically a puzzle, so the mirrors, of course, can be reflected. And at least, because we have a way of going further, and you get the other one right here. Alright. So, I guess we can move this up here. I could have sworn there's a puzzle in this dungeon that requires you to like move things around in order to proceed, but I could be mistaken. I guess we'll go left first. Okay, it's gonna... Yeah, so for this part of the dungeon, you're gonna, or I'm sorry, for this room, you don't want Bentley anywhere near this. So. Oh yeah, for some reason, they can throw things too if there's anything nearby. So let's go ahead and let's up some light. I think you have to move this. Yep, you can move the here things then. That should. Yeah, it's not. Alright, quickly run through here the floor mastering process. The fog to wear off. Grab Medley and back to this room. And here. Just like before, leave her right here. There's treasure in this room, but the fog in here is very thick, so... This is what happens if you get hit by a floor master. Yep. Well, I thought you got warped all the way to the, beginning, but whatever. Let's quickly... Here. Bubbles. Uh-oh. First I can get more rubies, so... Or maybe not, I don't know. Usually if they ever drop rupees, they drop a crap ton of them, so... Leave her right here. Well, there's no lights, so you have to really... There we go. That is the small key. Nice. Nice things, at least. And I line up the Floor Master stay put. I'm guessing it's part of the puzzle, you know. It's like a little mini maze. But since the fog is out, which means we can now kill these things. So I guess killing these guys will get us some treasure, so... I could be wrong, but I think these guys don't... These guys will Alright. So if we kill the Floor Masters, that should... I guess that was something. Oh, crap! Which means he's gonna teleport me back to the sunroom, as I call it. Okay. So, also something to note. Sometimes the Floor Master will pull a thing where they'll like retreat into their little, I guess, hole or whatever. Do not, under any circumstance, find yourself like walking across this. They will basically grab you and pull you under. So... Oh yeah, by the way, bombs don't work. Could try, yeah. This is why you... Kill them before they grab you. Try to throw them, like, they'll be like, psycho! One bites the dust. This is the last one. assuming all of them should... Yep, the side file set up chest. There we go. I think it's a treasure chart. So let's just go and grab it. Going by the progress we're making today, we might be able to finish the Earth Temple sometime today. Only an hour and 7 minutes in. We already got the mirror shield, dungeon map, compass. Although I don't know, the Wind Temple is kind of long, so you know. Alright, just because I feel like taking these guys out. No. Yep. See if we'll drop another rupee if I'm lucky enough. Oh! Maybe it's a luck thing. I thought maybe it'd be like a one-time thing, like with the blue choo-choos. But maybe not. Alright. Grab the girl, and let's progress. These guys will, like, stay clear. These guys will stay clear of me. So, these guys are, like, terrified of me. Alright. I'm sure if I think these guys are also weak to light. I could be mistaken now. You see? I may not. No, whatever. Oh, let's use a regular arrow, but... I'm surprised the fire arrows killed that one guy. You would think the fire arrow would heal him or something, but I guess not. Alright. So, let's go ahead and drop you here and break some statues. I think the light that I reflect off my yes, that's literally what I was thinking of. Okay, let's go ahead and line her out. Oh, crap. I got one of them. Oh, it's gonna kill the rupee. Nice. Alright. I need to... Oh! I didn't do that. Right. up here. Alright. Should be able to use that to get the other. No! No! There we go. Where they put the call button right when you usually use your shield, so... It's like, line up just right. Try this again. No! No, stay right there. Maybe I'm too close. That could be the problem too. I'm too close, which is why it's registering as me getting her to follow. So let's go ahead and try this again. Wait, I think I'm able to get that one. If I can just line it up just right. I think I remember this room as a kid. It used to frustrate me. There we go.
Come on! You.
You know what? It's probably just a bunch of, rupees in there or something like that. It's like, whatever, I just want to keep going. Watch out for the enemies inside the crypts. Sometimes there'll be rupees, sometimes there's gonna be... nothing. Also, it goes without saying, don't be too close to these things as well. Yep. Grab the chest. Ah, the red ruby. Alright. Die already, you've had practice. You've done it before. kill the other guys, so it's... Uh-oh. For it. You tried to heal and you didn't. Medley.
Come on!
Come on, because for some reason bombs won't be enough. Destroys everything. What a lovely lesson to learn from that. Alright, what's next? Deeper into the dungeon. Just more and more stairs. There's the boss door, so unfortunately you can't go there yet. Alright, but there is the last war point, so let's go ahead. Wait for it. Do that. Perfect for backtracking. Okay, so we can't go over there yet, so it might help to leave Medley there. Alright, since this is all vines, this can be looks like a ladder. So, the big key is probably at the bottom of this place. So let's go ahead here. Yes, I think. Oh crap, I am gonna need Medley for that. I just saw one of those things like from the sunroom, so just get her down here. Alright. Fly down. Alright. Oh! Oh! Crap! And it's on That was a big mistake on my part. Alright. Kill these other guys. It's two. Let's kill the other one. Alright. I think I released too soon. Okay. Good news is good news is she's immune to the fog for some reason. was hoping I wasn't gonna fall down there, because you have to climb just to get back up, but whatever. Alright. There we go. Oh, man, it was off. Let's see here. Looks like we need some vegetables over here. Alright. This chest is off. Yeah. Only enough no enemies. Or is there any source of light? Which means I need medley for this. On the bright side, the game could have been really mean and be like, you're gonna need those pears. The only ones you can get from, like, shops. Alright, so I think let's hit this. There we go. Something down here. Do this. And just sort of... Oh! Now we can always come back to it. Oh, there's another chest, so... A purple rupee, it's about 50 of them. Oh, I'm maxed out on rupees. Although I think there's like one or two more great fairies I haven't seen yet, so...
Yeah.
I might be able to get away with it. Alright. Oh, I don't think I can move this one. Yep. Let's go ahead and take control of her again. I think this is the one. We have to like align yourself just right with everything. So let's go ahead and destroy the statue. I could just do that. I think it might help if I just line everything up first. Good news is I think this is the last puzzle, the dungeon, and you can get the big key out of it. And once that's taken care of, you can go ahead and fight the boss. Alright, let's see if I can get everything else, or am I here for... Alright. You can probably tell from my tone that I find this to be a very confusing room.
Yep.
Alright. But considering they're two of the last remaining dungeons in the game, I guess it's meant to be, at least somewhat difficult. So just aiming light towards Link. Towards the wall here. Over to here. Just line this up right here. Over here. Let's see what's in these jars.
Yeah.
Holy crap, rubies. Now I kinda wish I had all the ruby upgrades. We're gonna grab that in just a bit. Maybe I'll do that before I tackle the Wind Temple. Either that or I'll... Light enabled. Or not auto. Do that, basically. Alright, switch to her. Let's see if I can use the see if it doesn't drop. Just where I can try to get that chest over there. I think I am too far. Crap. I'm sad. I think there's one more anyway. Okay. Let's grab her.
Come on!
frozen right there is pretty much my reaction to this last room. Just like, really? This is what I have to put up with? Gotta be lined up in the right place. Is this? Wait a minute. Nope. That ain't right either.
Come on!
And I once again just made her. I swear her face is freezing just the right time. Are we done with this place yet? Let me try. Oh, wait. I might be able to get that over This is like my least favorite part of this dungeon is lining everything up. Oh my god, this place is annoying. this again. Jeez, break. You should have to hold it right there. Ah, come on. Oh my god, it's not working. Okay, so you'd think you'd have to move it over here, but no. I'm gonna be so mad if it's something simple that I'm, like, not seeing, but... I can't move the lights. The mirror shape functions the same way. So anyway, I can move this downwards. So much time in this room. I don't even know if I'll have enough time for the boss fight. So you think it'd be something simple, like, you know... Oh my god, come on. Wait, am I really at this? Oh. This is like unnecessarily difficult. Nope, can't do that. She just won't even let you reflect the mirror. Can't be just... Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't move this. Okay, I feel like an idiot. Yeah, so that makes sense. So now I can use that and then break the blocks here. I might go ahead and delete the part where I was struggling here. And then that breaks the statue here. Yeah, I might do that. I might go ahead and just, you know, erase some of that. Or trim the parts where I just spent past few minutes, you know, raging over, why aren't the mirrors lighting up? Why is the light working? Alright. There we go. And let's see. Alright, now I should be able to beat this place. Let's go ahead and grab that chest. Alright. And all that for a joy pendant. That said, though, if you get all the joy pendants, you can, you're given a nice little accessory. What have we here? Right, a bunch of readouts or something like that. Get a free treasure out of this. Are these guys weak to light? At least beat the Earth Temple in this stream, so that's one.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to chart out of it. Alright. That's everything in this room. Well, except for the chest. That is another treasure chart, which gives us more to do. We can do an episode where we just start grabbing everything. I'll definitely have a stream for that before I take care of like the final, you know, dungeon stuff. So that'll be interesting. All right, back to the puzzle that makes me want to scream. All right, I think the rest of this shouldn't be too hard. I just need to...
Yep.
Assuming... finishing this dungeon is the last thing I do.
Alright,
with this I can break the walls here. There we go. Bring this over here, and that should... I want to slide. This. There we go. Now with that, I should be able to... All the mirrors are perfectly lined up. That leaves the sun thingamajigger. Flying. See, I wish we had this instead of the deco wave. Whatever. Just line her up until the... and get the other one. There we go. And over there is probably the boss gate. Nope, it's another door. At least we're done with this room. There we go. Right, down here. Oh, we got a dark nut. Oh, crap. And these guys. Problem is, these guys can't die easily, so... First wear off. Here we go. Oh! Guess I have to kill you guys. Oh, ice arrows. That makes sense. Alright. Noted. Ice arrows. Alright, killing that dude should... Yep, just as I thought. So let's go ahead and... Knight's Crest. And finally get the boss key. Jeez, it took us long enough. Like I said earlier in the stream, the Earth and Wind Temples can be a little longer. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. You actually probably don't need to bring Medley along with you. Mainly because it's not like she goes in with you with the boss fight. Which is probably a good thing because this whole partnership thing, like mechanic they threw in for the Earth and Wind Temples, would probably make the boss fights really annoying. And yeah, you can just leave Medley down there. Really don't. I know a lot of people could turn around and argue, but how are you going to get over there? Like, you have a Deku Leaf. Just use that. So if you ever want to revisit this dungeon in case you missed any treasures, well, you'll have to utilize regular transportation. So, we got the warp chart open right there. This is perfect in case you have to start over, but we're just going to go ahead and take care of this tonight because, well, I would rather not, you know, after everything we just went through, I would rather just get this dungeon over with. So, rubies and here, probably got fairies. Oh, you don't got either. You know what? It's not a big deal. Mainly because for this dungeon, you probably really for this fight, it's not too hard. It's just when you're ready, door, and let's do this. Oh, I swear those look like they look like cursed Teletubbies. Like, oh, crap. And this guy right here is Jow Hollow. He's the 5th boss of the game. Okay, so you want to just use the mirror shields. I guess we'll fight regular bow. Take them with power bracelets and go ahead and get out. We need to kill all the best bows. Since this guy basically just consists of a bunch of pose and, well, one big dude. Avoid his attacks. Oh yeah, you can start messing with the lights, so... It's nice to get the Hurricane Spin attack, which is a hidden attack ability. It makes this fight a lot easier. You don't necessarily have to. It just makes it easier. Not very good enough. Not. Right, I would take a gander and say maybe 1 or 2 more. That helps. Basically curse forever, so just... have to hit the corners or whatever. 2 more. But once the last Poe's dead, that's it. That's the entire fight. This guy obviously would be powerless without his friends to give him a body, so... Tries to escape, and for some reason the light killed him. And that wraps up the 5th dungeon of the game, the Earth Temple. Well, just about grab the heart container and leave. So, rupee, and that last Poe drops, and get that heart container. Nice. Then when you're ready, just walk in the middle here. There she is. And enjoy the cutscene. The awakening of the Master Sword, you must go to the Wind Temple for more prayer. Oh boy, how exciting. And the Wind Temple is actually harder than this dungeon, so... that'll be fun. Not really. She's like, I'm just gonna leave you, so I'm just gonna stay here. Okay. Apparently she's got to, I guess, to keep the Master Sword up and going. I don't know. Didn't hear about anything about this back in Ocarina of Time. And with that, the Earth Temple is done. And we get a nice upgrade to the Master Sword, so that's a bonus. Guess we'll go ahead and, how much time we got left? Actually, you know what? Before we end the stream, I'll go ahead and do what I did with the previous stream, and at least end with getting, well, the thing. So let's go over to Windfall. So with the Master Sword changing, you know, it increases its strength, so that comes in handy. So, Windfall Island. Of course, it's not at its full strength yet. Getting that will get you the last upgrade for it. Then if you combine it with the Elixir Suit, it'll give you like a really powerful weapon. North. Sail. The nice thing is, since we already beat the Ice Ring Island in the previous episode, we can just go ahead and go north. first. Or you know what? I can always do it next time. I was gonna go to that island, Palmer Island, to just finally mark it, but I'm probably gonna go back there anyway because a piece apart there. So you have completely the wind temple and stuff. So let's go ahead and once more stream with the all-purpose bait. This is Gale Island. Alright. Now then, let's head on over to oh! Jeez. Alright. This is Gale Island. Alright, we ain't getting that far. See if we... Yeah, see if you even try to get close, it'll, So the question is, how do you get past here? Well, that's where the iron boots come in. Oh, and the skull hammer. So if you put the iron boots, aside from, you know, being slowed down, it'll allow you to resist going in. Downside is it slows you down, so careful when you know. Stairs. School hammer. And just smack it. Ooh, there we go. And here is another stone tablet. So, just like you did with the Earth Temple, just go to it. You learn a new song. That is the final song of the game, which is the Wind God's aria, which should summon the sage, or I guess the dead sage. And oh crap, it's Link. Is what I thought this was when I first saw this guy. Are you the new hero? I am Fado of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appeared to you as a child, the eyes cannot deceive. I am a most esteemed sage. I've been praying here so that the power to repel evil would continue to be contained within the blade of the Master Sword. But I was attacked by the evil Ganondorf, and this is what happened to me. The wish to return the power to your play, don't you? I mean, it'd be nice. In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold and teach him the song you just played. Huh. Who do we know that also has a violin? Again, not that hard. Once you do, I'm certain the holder of the instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken within his veins. That one wicker you hold was used long ago to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. In those days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Huh, neat. Poor drop. Please tell the king that I will still play even in the next world. Okay. You do that. Oddly enough, in Ocarina of Time, there is a character named Fado, one of the Kokiri in Kokiri Village, but the Fado in Ocarina of Time is a girl, and supposedly the wait. I don't know why I did that. Nothing happens without you, the other person. Yeah, there's no one playing music nearby. And the only other person we know in this game who plays the violin would be Makar, so next time on Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, we will be heading to Forest Haven to basically do to Makar what we did to Medley, and open the way to the Wind Temple. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today, so on Wednesday we shall enter the treacherous Wind Temple, my favorite dungeon in this game, and I say that very sarcastically. Although the boss fight's pretty memorable, so there's that at least. But I will leave y'all to leave you guys something to look forward to. I'm actually kind of happy I was able to finish the Earth Temple. I actually thought it was going to take at least a day or two, but this works out even better. So tomorrow I'll be trying to do a double, both of my Among Us gameplay and Reddit Story Hour. We'll have to wait and see. I'll try to at least knock them both out. I have to change my time just in case. But it should be around 10 like usual. I'm thinking 9 o'clock will be Among Us, and then 10 will be Reddit Story Hour. But until then, that is all I have today, so hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching this on Twitch, give me a follow. You know, I always enjoy entertaining people. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And that's all I gotta say, so good night, ladies and gentlemen.